All right, we're here with the Burley Bobcats ahead of the 2025 season. Guys, just what's the thoughts and vibes with practice coming in a few weeks?
I think we're all just really excited to get going again, play football again. Yeah.
Just why all the excitement?
I think we just been working in the off season and working to get better, and we're excited to go out and play again and hang out with friends and have all those good times.
And Coach, have you sensed that excitement the way these guys have been approaching the off season and stuff and summer workouts and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, every season is its own thing, and this group of seniors is a smaller group as far as numbers go, but as far as like their participation, it's been one of the higher because they're into it and they're about it. So it's cool. It's cool to see guys that are motivated to want to do good things. These three have all played a lot of football, a lot of varsity football. So it's really cool to see them kind of take the role of leadership. And for me, it's always a thing of interest to see how each individual group can come about. And I mean, these guys are going to have to be like daddies for a whole bunch of young guys that are on the football field. And so far, even in events like 7-on-7 last night, they've done a really good job of just picking up the mantle and leading.
Yeah, what have you guys tried to express as leaders for this team to some of your younger teammates?
Just, I don't know, build confidence in them, because a lot of these younger kids just, they're nervous to go up. Because a lot of them haven't played varsity before, so just let them know that they can do stuff. And they're good, and we got a lot of good young guys, and they just got to be confident in themselves, and we can do a lot of good stuff.
Okay. And Coach, for you, I mean, it's your fourth year, so these seniors have kind of been with you since you got to Burley. So I know you said it's a smaller group, but what does this class kind of mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I like their grit. I think of their stories, especially the ones at this table, their individual stories. We asked Zach to play a lot of football as a sophomore, on the line of scrimmage, and that's a hard task. We had Cove come up and play some varsity reps as a wide receiver. JD got asked to do a whole bunch of things, including last year play linebacker, and then when Mac went down, come in and play quarterback. And so they've been through a lot of adversity. What I like is that they've come to the offseason not blinking, and that's kind of the mold that we want to create. We want to create guys that aren't scared to do hard things, that are willing to toe the line for the team and do whatever it takes to be successful, and more importantly, like embrace the chaos that comes with football, and be able to step up and look it in the eye. And so I like the mold of this senior class, the juniors, the sophomores, the freshmen that are all below it, very much built in the identity of the coaches that are to come. And the future is really, really bright, but we want to make sure that the future and the present are the same, especially when it comes to these guys' senior year.
Yeah. You talk about the present. I know two guys here, JD and Cove. You had guys in your positions you're playing last year went on to play college ball, like Mac Jensen, Kendrick Kenobi. What did you guys learn from those two that you're taking into this year?
I've learned a lot. I'm working with those guys, like their work ethic. They work hard. I know Mac knows a lot of stuff. He's taught me. He's kind of took me under his wing a little bit and helped me a lot, and just at every aspect of the position, and just taught me everything he knows.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. I've done a lot of stuff with Kenny in the off season, throwing him with Mac and stuff, and it's just good to have a guy that really knows what he's doing. He's going to that next level and just helping you improve and stuff.
And I know you guys, you graduated a lot of seniors. We also had a good amount of injuries last year that we had some guys thrown into positions that maybe didn't expect coming into the year. But how much is that experience of last year, maybe if you didn't want it at the beginning, going to help with guys coming back for this fall?
I think it's a lot like Anderson said. It was just like some adversity that we had to face, but taught us how to work through those adversities that we come up with and just push on and do what we have to do.
Yeah. And even with some of the struggles last year, this is for anyone, just what are you guys emphasizing to try to get better at from last year to this year?
I'm trying to not jump off sides. I jumped off sides probably eight times in one game. I'm working on
I'm in favor of that too.
Okay.
I think we consistently, these guys will probably giggle about it, but at the end of practice, they're probably getting a 5 to 10 minute speech from Anderson that has nothing to do with football.
20-minute speech.
Because we're just adamant about the fact that football is a replicator of life, and There was a lot of adversity last year, a lot. And you look at each one of these individualistically, there was a lot of adversity. And we're never defined by the adversity in our life. We're defined by a response to the adversity in our life. And all last season was for us, in our eyes, was a bad day. Just like in our life, we have bad days. So how do we respond from the bad day? What's our attitude as we approach? How do we take the bad things that happen and make them into good things? It was a lot of fun so far when we start to do some install and stuff like that. JD came in and then he had to watch the last game, and he played linebacker in that last game, and it's really cool to watch his response. He just went and worked, and I would say that right now JD has a better mental grasp of the offense than any quarterback that I've had since probably Wyatt Williams back in 2015, and that means a lot. That he knows the knowledge base. So now it's about executing it on the field, and I'm excited to see him do that. Cove went from being an undersized guy that was forced to play varsity to really working on his craft. I told him last night that the work that he's put in with Coach Bronson, our wide receivers coach, is obvious and evident. That's his response to adversity. I watched Zach get around some of these young old linemen in the weight room, and he doesn't see it yet, but they are staring into his eyes, wanting to see what it looks like going forward. And so watching their responses to conflict, to adversity, has been really impressive to me so far. And none of it matters till we hit the field. None of it matters till we see what it looks like against Century. So I'm excited to see these guys' growth and see how they are defined from their response from adversity.
And Zach, your coach mentioned, he wrote out there, stand alone on the line this year so you have enough depth so guys aren't going both ways. Just what have you seen out of the guys that you think are going to help you on the line this year?
I've seen a lot of commitment. We're all gonna work together, and the guys that are set O line, set D line, we're just gonna have to get up and get after it basically. Got a super bunch of depth, but the guys that are gonna do what they're supposed to do are gonna do it consistently.
Okay, just two more. Was missing the playoffs last year, is that a motivator for you guys going into this year?
Yeah, I think we could, like I said before, get up and get after it. We're gonna have to work harder. That's what it is to me. We're gonna work harder.
And just one fun one to end on. I know your coach has run this all off season. You guys got a new weight room this year. What has it been like getting in there and just being able to put the work in somewhere like that?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Super nice. It's really nice.
Okay. What's kind of like the biggest upgrade you guys made? Anything in particular?
No mirrors.
No mirrors.
Only downgrade.
We're
I
gonna
can't look
need
at
flex
myself
time.
on everything else is amazing. It's a sweet weight room.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't ask for anything else. Top of the line,
I think it's really nice. Like we have colleges come through all the time. A lot of the NAI schools are saying it looks like theirs, and some of them are jealous of what these guys have. I think from a coach's perspective, and what these guys have noticed is the ability for us to be have flow, organization, and really be intentional with how we lift. You're not running around the weight room anymore. You can do your entire job at one station and we can trim the time down, we can be more efficient, we can be more effective, and we can truly work together to achieve a goal because you're in one spot and you're doing it right there. So it is the next step of the program. When I took the Burley job and I walked into the old coach's office and the weight room, I turned to the admin and said, this is the picture of Burley football right here. These beat down racks, the carpet is moldy, there was moldy peanut butter in the cabinet. We called it the peanut butter room. And the weight room was dilapidated, rusty, not taken care of. It was embarrassing. And I actually openly laughed out loud that a high school program could try to maintain itself with those applications. And then I just felt sick that student athletes had to go through it. And we've been building over time, and we've got a great school district that's willing to commit resources to get that done. And now excuses are gone. We have the nicest facility in the state of Idaho. We have the nicest weight room in District 4. We have all of the resources that are necessary, from catapults to film to all the things. So now it's about putting it together and putting it on the field. And I'm really, really excited to see this group to kind of be the group that kind of puts their stamp on the program to say, with the resources, these are the things that we got done.
All right, you guys have anything else you want to add? Or?
No, sir.
Good.
All right, well, thanks for coming in today, and best of luck with your season this fall.
Thank you, man.